Hey, this Omar just on here, real quick, just talking on Baker Mayfield real quick, and what's my thoughts on him, and possibly going forward. And so the other day I was talking on, maybe he, what I'm saying, he shouldn't deserve the opportunity, and that maybe he's possibly going into being a career backup and whatnot. And so you know him showing on the other day on Thursday night that he's probably better in a under a staff that wraps their arms around him and like truly believe in him. And all the stuff is suggesting that McVay kind of likes him. He's a big fan of his and whatnot. So I mean, it could be possible that he finally found the spot where the coaching staff believe in him. And I mean, he showed a lot for somebody that don't know the plays. And then he came out there and he threw for 230 yards, 22 completions, 35 attempts, and one touchdown. That was solid. And that was the game winner. So I don't know. Maybe he's a guy that he got to run more no huddle. Maybe no huddle's more his game, and then just basically drop back. And maybe if he get on the team where they can solidify that O line or whatever, because the Rams got some work to do as far as getting that back tight, like how it was the previous 2 seasons. So you know, McVay and his style of calling plays, and he's a smart guy or whatever, and is Mayfield's arm stronger than Stafford's? Uh, I don't know. I don't know. I probably still edge Stafford. Like if we gonna say right now at this point in their careers, each both. But I think because of Mayfield's youth and whatnot, and then they got some rumors that maybe Stafford's injury might be more serious as far as career threatening. So maybe this was the perfect landing spot because he could possibly negotiate a reasonable deal, and next year, he'll be, that ain't gonna take as much of that salary cap. Plus the salary cap is supposed to bump up next year. So I mean, it'll be interesting to see these next few games how it plays out, because I mean, I was one of the people that thought the Raiders was gonna like beat the shit out of the Rams. Like I thought they was gonna just dog them, and then they came out there and did some stuff. Now, granted, everybody saw that there was a lot of calls that wasn't being made, a lot of holding calls and stuff that could have stopped the bleeding. It could have stopped the drive from ending up being a game winning drive. I mean, shit, they was a 6.5 point dog. Like literally, you didn't know who was going to start. They first said, yeah, Wolf was going to start and Mayfield may get in. And then went from Wolf started the first play and then Mayfield just running the offense, you know what I'm saying, after that. And I mean, to be honest, he he ain't really do much. You know what I'm saying? Like he got 230, but he 98 of that came on the last drive. So he just had a one successful drive that kind of you know butter his numbers up, but he was looking like he was just gonna have like 100 some odd yards. But because the Raiders do Raider things, and dropping another game where they was like in command of the game. Like this game, they was commander. The only thing that was weird about the game was Carr just was a little off. And he be so sporadic. Some games he looked like that dude, and then some games he'll do like he did on Thursday, where they played all the way down to their competition. And sometimes when you do that, you're gonna get got. So Mayfield, he probably has he could be probably more than a 2 if you put him in the right situation. But I think just how he moves, and he ain't that athletic. Maybe they have to insert more no huddle for him, possibly, so we can probably see him just go with the flow type of dude. He's probably like another guy like Russell Wilson. He seemed like a guy that maybe more suited to run more no huddles than just a basic, huddling up after certain plays and calling plays like that. So it's up to the coach to know like what's the quarterback's best um it puts him in the best position to succeed or whatever. So you gotta know whether they can do everything or whether they can do specific things well. And so McVay seems like he's smart enough to get that. So it'll be interesting to see these next, few weeks on how the Rams look with Mayfield calling the plays. All right, that's my thoughts. Thanks for listening.